Hey guys, what's up? So I just wanted to touch on the elites as they are known. What their role is here in the Matrix, in this fucked up video game that we're in. So here's the theory that I came up with. You could agree or disagree, of course, as always. A friend of mine does classic astrology, and she says we're all basically coded to live out and play out certain characteristics, personality traits, based on the time that we're born, the whole. And there's definitely some truth in that, I realized. So, what I think happens with the elites is, I think that they're born just like us. They're coded, right, to be born in certain bloodlines. So they're already psychopathic when they come out, right? They're already, Nephilim bloodline, psychopathic, and coded in a certain way. So they make a deal before they get here for wealth and power and fame and all the stuff that we probably don't give a shit about. And they bring about as much chaos, evil, SRA abuse, satanic circles, Luciferian circles, and that's the deal that they make before they get here, right? So they make the deal with the archons to basically wreak havoc on humanity and do evil things. So they're coded to play out, for their lives to play out in a certain way, just like we are. Only they're usually doing, like I said, all the bad stuff that we see them doing on Earth. Crimes against humanity, just bringing about as much madness and chaos as they possibly can. And people who rape and torture the most innocent and unalive and torture the most innocent, they're not people, they're monsters, and they're coded to be monsters. I was listening to a video with Mark Devlin and Tony Sayers, and Mark Devlin was saying he thinks that they figured out that if they play on the dark side and bring about evil against the earth, the Matrix, that they will be rewarded with money, fame, influence, all that other stuff. And I think I'm going to go one step ahead with my theory and say they actually made that deal before they incarnated here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm curious to hear what you think, but that is my take on it. And it's almost like why we see them as like aliens. I don't know if any of you have ever been in a narcissistic relationship. Like, I'm talking with a full-blown malignant, psychopathic, dark person, narcissist, true narcissistic. Not, oh, my boyfriend's a narcissist because he won't call me back, like dumb shit like that. People love to throw that word around. It drives me nuts. I was in a relationship with a malignant psychopath. And I would constantly, before I knew it was happening, before I understood it on a deep, deep level, I was like banging my head against the wall because they're fucking aliens. They are literally aliens. They're not human. And it's because, that's that dark soul before they get here, or whatever their entity they're possessed by. Sometimes it's like an entity's taken them over at a very young age, too. Reptilian soul, whatever you want to call it. I used to call him a reptilian soul. He was definitely possessed by something. In fact, I mentioned this on other videos, I've actually seen his eyes turn completely black when he was abusing me, psychologically abusing me, not physically. That's, although once in a while he would get a little physical and throw some punches in and act like he was playing around. Hit me with a giant ring. Yeah, fun stuff like that. But mainly it was psychological, which I think is much worse. So if you understand what I'm talking about, you get what I'm saying when I say they're fucking aliens, right? Because you're not human. Like, who does this? Especially for attention. And the crazy thing about it is they need attention. So they need people. So they're deeply, deeply addicted to people. Usually it's one person at a time. For those types of men-women relationships, usually it's your significant other. And they are giving you the copious amounts of narcissistic fuel, right? Loosh. They're giving you the loosh, the good loosh. And usually it's your significant other. And in my case, we didn't have a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, but there was, that's still that dynamic because without getting into, it wasn't a traditional boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, but it was, I realized after that means absolutely nothing just because we didn't have labels on it. Because I knew that what he would do to women and how he would discard them. So from the beginning, I was kind of, and then he just realized, well, why should I even have to worry about that when I could do whatever I want and still do what I want to her? And that was kind of the dynamic. But either way, it doesn't matter. So don't be confused if you're in that type of relationship and it's not a traditional one. It could be with your best friend. It doesn't matter what the nature of the relationship is when it comes to narcissism. Okay? And yeah, they're fucking aliens. And no, I'm not a Mason because I keep fixing my glasses. Dear God. They're just old and I can't afford new ones and they're fucking falling off my face. My son is freaking out upstairs over a football game. I'm trying, the other thing that I've been trying lately is not to say, oh, Jesus, help me. Oh, dear God, help me. Oh, Lord, help me. I catch myself now. Okay. Religion, not for me. Not doing it. I don't believe that the benevolent God that originally created us is in this place. However, I do believe that it's definitely outside of this place, and I do believe that we're extensions of it. So I'm not an atheist in that regard. I just don't do religion, and I don't appreciate, people coming at me because I don't do religion. It's because there's nothing in me that wants to be controlled, and that's not for me. Also, I wanted to talk about, there's a song by Tina Marie called Deja Vu. Some of you may know it. It's a little on the obscure side. It's more like older R&B, most people know Tina Marie as the square biz lady that went out with Rick James, which she only went out with him for a hot minute. My friend was her bass player and co-wrote one of her albums with her, and she was a really good lady, and The song that I'm referring to, though, is called Deja Vu. And from a very young age, from the very first time I heard it, I was probably in my late teens, I fell in love with the song, and immediately the lyrics, she's talking about how many times she was in this place and how she's not coming back anymore. And she says it like, and Tina Marie has the most beautiful, soulful, amazing voice, and it cuts you to the core when she sings this song. I will play it maybe on my next video, about not coming back here anymore, you know, and I cannot sing it because I would never do it justice, but when I heard that song, I was like, it spoke to my consciousness, and it made me immediately, I was just like, oh yeah, I get what she's saying. I'm not coming back here anymore. And I was not even close to being awake or coming upon this information. Not even close to where I am now. But back then, that far back, that song immediately spoke to me, and that tells me a lot. Okay, so I knew I didn't belong here from a very, very young age. I remember being 3 years old, 4 years old, going, what the hell am I doing here? Like, what? They're my parents? Like, this is where... No, what is this place? Really, really, I can remember it vividly. And going, what the heck am I doing here? So I know I didn't want to come back here. I think I was forced back here. Or I do think, and I know that there's certain people that agree in this soul trap community, and certain people that don't. I think that some of us did volunteer to come here on a rescue mission to get the souls out. I really do believe that. And that's where I think the starseed theory comes from. I don't even like the word starseed. I think it was more rescue mission to get us the fuck out of here. Not a rescue mission, we can help people ascend to 5D, because that's just bullcrap. Okay? Sorry, I don't do the ascension thing. I don't give a shit who likes it, who doesn't. There's no fucking way. And this is not a school, and we're not here to learn lessons. Okay? This is not a school. You're in a fucking hell realm. Yes, I said the words hell realm. Whoever doesn't like it, okay? And so, on a deep, deep level, I am getting the fuck out of here because I know I don't belong here. And I don't think any of us do. And I think that there is a such thing as NPCs. Okay? And I think that the real players are the ones that are waking up to this information, that don't want to be here anymore. And some of them went down other roads because, yes, this is heavy, heavy stuff. It immediately gives you a feeling almost of hopelessness. Please do not go there, or don't stay there. You want to accept that this is so fucked up, that this place is so messed up. Okay? Yes, there's good. Of course there's good here. But we make the good here. Okay? We're the extension of God. We make whatever's good here. And it's overwhelmingly bad. And if you can accept that and let it sink in and just let it be there, you can move on to letting that go and getting out of here. Okay? And hopefully I'll be able to get together with some other people in the community and have a group discussion, and anybody that ever wants to come on and talk to me, I invite any of you, Ian, Anne Marie, Brandon, Carrie, Tony, Mark Devlin, any of you guys that ever want to come on and do a Zoom and get chatting. I would love that. And of course I would jump at any chance to be on your channels as well. All right, people. I've been trying to keep the videos under 20 minutes, just because this is heavy stuff, and I know some of you are just kind of discovering it. So, I love you all, and please understand that all the suffering that you're going through in this place, the financial struggles, the hardships, it's because you're in a bad place. And so when you understand that, it's not that it makes it better, but you get it. You get it. You know, so all right. Peace out.